Hi, Mr. Suhu. Okay, so this is my Unit 4 video, and I'm doing it alone again because Devin's too lazy. But yeah, alright. I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Here's our first problem. Let's go. Okay, so for our first problem, all we have to do is use the double distribute method. So we have 3x plus 2y cubed. So we're going to write that out 3 times. And then you're going to distribute the second one into the third, and you'll end up with this whole thing written in green. And you have 6xy plus 6xy, so you'll get 12xy. And you're going to distribute this last one into this, and you'll get 27x cubed and so on. And then you're going to distribute your 2y into these factors, and you'll get this whole thing written in pink. And you're going to combine your like terms to get 27x cubed plus 54x squared y plus 36xy squared plus 8y cubed. Time for our second problem. Let's go. Okay, so for our second problem, we are basically doing the same thing as that we did in the first problem, except we are using Pascal's triangle and binomial expansion instead of the double distribute method. So basically, to build the triangle, you start with a 1 and then continue the numbers below it in a triangular pattern. So like right here, you're gonna start with your 1, and then you have your 1, then you have this 1 and this 1, and you're gonna add those to get 2, and then you're gonna have this 2 and this 1 to get 3, and this 2 and this 1 to get 3. And you know that you're going to use this 1, 3, 3, 1 because your x-intercepts are 1, 3, 3, 1. So basically, all we have left to do is combine all of these with this. So you have 1 times 3x cubed, 2y to the 0 power, and so on. And then you are going to take that and get this. So for this one, since you have 1 times 3x to the 3rd power times 2y to the 0 power, you're going to have 1 times 27x cubed, because 3x to the 3rd power is, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, and then x times x times x is x cubed. So you have 1 times 27x cubed times 1, because anything to the 0 power equals 1. So after that, you're gonna just follow those rules, or do those same steps for the rest of these. And then for your third step, you have 1 times 27x cubed times 1, so you'll just end up with 27x cubed. And then you have your 3 times 9x squared times 2y, which is 54x squared y, and you're just gonna follow those same steps. And your final answer is 27x cubed plus 54x squared y plus 36xy squared plus 8y cubed, which is the same one as the first problem, except we're using Pascal's triangle method. Time for our third problem. So for our third problem, all we have to do is follow the dots, which is the difference of 2 squares. So you're going to factor out a 5 from all of these factors. So you'll have x cubed minus 4x squared minus 9x plus 36. So you're going to put this into brackets, and you're going to add this addition sign, and you're going to combine you're going to take an x, you're going to factor out an x out of x cubed minus 4x squared, and you're going to factor out your negative 9 from 36 and negative 9x. So you'll have x squared times x minus 4 plus negative 9 x minus 4, and you're going to take your x squared and your negative 9 and put that into an equation, and your x minus 4 and put that into parentheses. So you're going to break down your 9, and you're going to have your negative 9, and you're going to have x minus 3 and x plus 3, and then you're just going to, this is going to stay the same. So your answer is going to be 5 parentheses x minus 3, x plus 3, x minus 4. So the only thing you had to do in order to get that answer was just basically make the brackets disappear. So yeah, that's it. Time for the fourth problemo. For our fourth problem, what we're gonna do is we are going to have, we have x cubed minus 5x squared minus 9x plus 45. So we have x plus 3 equals 0. So you're going to have negative 3. You're going to create this little wall here. You're going to bring all these down. And so x cubed is going to just be 1. You're going to take this 1 down. And you're going to multiply negative 3 and 1, which is negative 3. So you're going to have, what you're going to do is you're going to add negative 5 and negative 3, and you're going to get negative 8. And then you're going to multiply negative 8 and negative 3 to get 24. And then you're going to add 24 and negative 9, and you'll have 15. And 15 times negative 3 equals negative 45, which makes that 0. So then after you do that, you're going to have x plus 3, like this is. You're just going to bring that down. And 1x squared minus 8x plus 15 equals 0. You're going to break this down to x and x and this into 3 and 5. And basically all this is right here, this x plus 3, x minus 3, x minus 5, is a check method to make sure that this number is right, that you did this right. And we know that we did that right because we combined negative 3 in x and negative 5 in x, and it's just negative 5x plus negative 3x, and we have negative 8x. So you are going to subtract negative, or you're going to subtract negative 3 from this positive 3 and get x equals negative 3. You're going to add this 3 to this negative 3 and get x equals 3. And add this 5 to this negative 5 and get x equals 5. And your x-intercepts are going to be negative 3, 3, and 5. And this was all completed by doing something called synthetic division. Fifth problem. Let's go. So for our last and final problem, we have our x-intercepts, which is 0, negative 4, and 4. So you're going to have x equals 0, x equals negative 4, and x equals 4. You're going to add a 4 to this negative 4 and have x plus 4 equals 0. Then you're going to subtract this 4 from this positive 4, and you're going to have x equals x minus 4 equals 0. So then you're going to combine those together and get your y, which is y equals x times x plus 4, x minus 4. You're going to distribute that. Then you're going to combine your like, you're going to get this, and you're going to combine your like terms. Then you're going to get x times x squared minus 16, and you're going to distribute this x into this x squared and not negative 16 to get your y, which equals x cubed minus 16x. So your degree is odd because the degree is 3, and then your leading coefficient is positive because it's x. And our turning points can be at most 2, and our x-intercepts are 0, 0, comma, negative 4, 0, comma, 4, 0. And that's it. Well, Mr. Suhu, I hope you enjoyed my video. To be quite honest, I worked on it for about like 3 hours, and it was pretty difficult because I'm not really that good at math, and I had to do it by myself. But I did the last one by myself, so I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, so what I learned from doing these problems is, like, while I was doing them, like while I was like writing them out on, you know, like the paper, this stuff, I wasn't just like copying it from my notes, like I was actually like thinking about how to do it, and I feel like that's gonna help me for the test, and I feel like that helped me review, and I hope that if other people watch these videos, then, not that they would, I don't know, but maybe they could possibly, maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 out of a million chance understand how to do it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm sorry that it's kind of long and that the math is kind of boring. I explained, you know, in the most simple and best way that I could, like you showed us to, and I hope that this didn't make you fall asleep. But yeah, peace. 4-0. And my brother has been standing here this entire time, driving me insane. On the curb. Even if you go away, even if you're a dick. Oh, I'm faded, faded, faded. My nigga, I'm faded, faded, faded. I'm faded, faded, faded. Peace. Bye.